Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how marketing can help your sales team. So, Neil, I think Kissmetrics is a good example of this, of how marketing has helped in the past. Do you want to talk about that or something else? Because I think you have a couple examples right at the top.
Yeah, with sales, whether it's inbound or outbound, the more people that see your brand, the more likely the sales guys are to close deals. Even if they're doing outbound and emailing people, if others have heard of your company, you're much more likely to get conversions. So the way we like doing it is with marketing, focus on things like case studies, sales guys more ammo, or we focus on content marketing, so then that way people are seeing our brand, or we focus on press. So then that way, that's highlighting our features, right? Like TechCrunch will end up releasing, Kissmetrics just released X, Y, and Z feature, and here's what it does, and this is why it's cool. And what we found is the more noise that we end up creating, the easier it is for the sales guys to close, and the higher their closing percentage ends up being.
So the phrase I usually end up hearing often is, I see your stuff everywhere, right? And it's coming from the right people. That's when I know that, marketing is working out. And, when I hear that from prospects, I see you everywhere, I know the sales cycle is going to be shorter because they're actually consuming our content and they're actually getting to know us more. Especially when you have something like video or podcast, they actually get to know you more and it becomes a lot more intimate. So that's how you can help your sales team, close the cycle more. Because they feel like they know you, or close the cycle faster because they feel like they know, whoever it is representing your company on a more intimate level. So, we already talked about all the content marketing things that you can be doing. Neil talked about the rule of 7. Because I think it's just important to be out there. And instead of, I do think it's important to have an outbound sales team. But at the same time, sometimes I look at some of the other agencies out there that have heaps and heaps and heaps of salespeople. And then I look at ours where, we really don't have many salespeople at all. It's just the people that are closing. And, that just allows me to focus maybe more of that overhead on marketing more or developing more talent internally instead of having, big overhead around sales. Not saying it's not important, but, it's my advantage. And I like where things are at right now.
The other thing that I found too with sales guys is they're not as data driven as, let's say, marketing departments. What you can do is you can help them by doing things like when they send out proposals, use tools that can help them see hey, how many pages are people scrolling down and looking at the proposal? Out of that, what pages should we rip off? What else should we add? Where's the drop off? Are people opening up your emails and even looking at the proposal? And there's a ton of tools. I don't know if Proposable still exists. There's another one, I think it's called PandaDoc is another one, right? And all these tools can help you maximize your chances of closing a deal because it's just data. If people aren't looking at the stuff you're sending them and you're trying to close them, probably not going to close if they're not opening stuff up. Same with emails. HubSpot has a lot of tools out there where your salespeople and marketers can track if people are just even opening up your emails. Because if they're not opening up your emails, how do you expect them to click on a proposal, read it, and sign it?
So at the end of the day, if you're from sales, make use of your marketing team, make use of the data that they have, ask for stuff, and work in tandem. The worst thing is when marketing blames sales and sales blames marketing, and there just tends to be kind of a total disconnect, and that's when things don't happen. So I think this one's, Neil, if you have anything else to add before we go.
No, we mainly covered everything, but Eric has it right. Even though they're separate departments, they should be working together. If they don't and they're blaming each other, you're not going to get much improvement. And I've seen this. I've seen it in my own company in which sales blames marketing and vice versa. Marketing drives really bad leads this week. Or best of all, they're like, yeah, it was a great month, but next month we don't know what's going to end up happening because the leads aren't looking as good. It's just the same bullshit responses or excuses on both ends. And what you need to do is just look at the data and ignore what people are telling you within your team if they're one of those guys or gals that just likes making excuses and sandbagging.
Yeah, that's really important. I mean, there's a lot of people that go off of gut feeling, and then the thing is, when you have the data there's nothing that can be argued, and there's only so many times that they're going to be arguing it before they start to realize, like, damn, I need to fix something, and I'm not going to be able to wiggle my way out of it. And in that case, I mean, sales is really data driven at the end of the day. So make sure you're tracking your numbers. But before we go today, we actually have a giveaway that we're going to be doing almost on a weekly basis. So this is Crazy Egg. This is actually Neil's tool. So do you want to talk about what Crazy Egg is for at the moment, or for a moment?
Yeah, sure. So if you're having visitors come to your website, or even if you don't have a ton of traffic, Crazy Egg will show you where people scroll, what do they click on, what do they not click on. Through our WYSIWYG feature, you can even make changes to your design, run A/B tests. And best of all, you can even like monitor mouse movements and be like, oh, here are what's the users that convert do, and here are what the users that don't convert. Here's their mouse movement and patterns. From there, you can make changes and increase your visitor to conversion rate.
Great. So if you want to get access to this giveaway, there's actually multiple ways to get more entries. All we need to do is go to singlegrain.com/giveaway, and then you'll get the details on it. So check it out, and hopefully you get to win. So if not, I mean, we're giving away one every single week. So that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.